Hello guys and welcome back to Flipping Motors UK. So another video here. We haven't had one for a little while for a few reasons. My phone has been absolutely horrendous. You might actually notice a better camera quality, I hope so. It's cost us enough. And got lots of new cars here. BMW's obviously still there. We've got some nice cars inside, and there's a few I'm going to show you outside shortly as well. I want to start this video by thanking a few people. Some of you might have seen I had a message left on the last video. You'll be finding out in the next video exactly why, but I am going to drop a little hint as to what happened there. And also I wanted to give a shout out to one of our long-time subscribers, or my long-time subscribers, called Brett. So Brett lives in Dorset, and he's actually been inspired by some of my videos to start doing a few cars himself. Which absolutely gobsmacked me. But yeah, I'm really glad he's got into that, and he's going to do really well because he's got a fantastic mindset and he's already got some lovely little cars. I will leave a link to his Facebook page down in the description. He's just put a lovely little low mileage Focus Titanium up for sale, and I think he's got I think it was a C3 Picasso in preparation as well. So Brett, if you're watching, thank you. I've had a couple of chats with Brett now, along with a few other subscribers, so thank you for all the messages. I do enjoy getting back to you all and hearing, you know, what you may be doing. Some local, like say Brett's down the other end of the country from me. But anyway, let's show you around. There's a lot been going on here. First of all, we have a Kia Ceed. So this is a 1.4 Strike edition, which I believe is a limited edition. It's basically low spec, but with the basics. So you've got a set of alloy wheels on it, you've got aircon on it, the mirrors are all manual, the back windows are windy downs, but it's in this lovely striking blue colour. I could probably do with giving it a good polish. This car I supplied just over a year ago. I sold it to a lovely Nigerian family, very local to me, very close to home actually, and he got back in touch and says, look, I'm selling it, I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the clutch, do you want to buy it? And I obviously said yes. So I went down, had a little look. The car, he's kept it fairly well. He's put a new clutch in. He reckons it's stiff going into the gears sometimes, but I'll be honest with you, I've been driving it all over and it seems absolutely fine. It is just a basic car. This one has done 127,000 miles, but I know it's got excellent service history. It's nice and tidy, and last time I put it up for sale, I got loads of enquiries. Obviously, the colour really stands out. I'll be honest with you, you might see me advert on Facebook, but I'm absolutely shocked by it. It's, as you know, I'm very particular about my pictures and so on, and it just hasn't come up that well, so it's going to be getting revaleted over the weekend and see what we can do, because I'm not happy with it. And like I say, I'm being too picky for a car that's up at 1,250 quid. I know I am, but they've got to be right, haven't they? Whether it's one of these or one of the fancy cars I might be selling. This particular one, really good history. Loads in the service boot. I think it's in here. Yeah, loads of paperwork. Receipts for clutch, and most it sticks in the body inspection, which isn't too great. No, there we go. Some maintenance service, loads. JBM, that's when I did it, the 9th service. He did my service there in the 723, that's when I sold it. It was since done at Darlington MOT Centre, which means it's not due for a little while. That'll be going back in the car now. Like I say, with this clutch fault, I have had it looked at because I'm very, you know, I wouldn't want to send a car out knowingly that it wasn't too good, but I do want a second opinion. One mechanic's looked at it, he can't get it to fault. I think I might take it over to the other lad I've been using, just see if he can find anything. I know that some of these Kias, they do have some horrendous gearbox and clutch issues. Look at the state of that. Why have I put this car up for sale? I'm not very happy about that. PM needs a jump start. My personal car, which I eventually will sell, I just have no need for it at the moment. I love it, but I don't know, maybe it just gets in the way when I'm moving cars around. I probably shouldn't sell it. Over here, if we can get through, which I don't think we can, let's go a long way around. Got all my racking in that. Oh, that's the bonnet visor off the front of my Sprinter. We've got this lovely Mini. I bought this from a Facebook group called Dealerway. Any car traders may be familiar with it. You've got some of the big names from the northeast. You've got Stephen Douglas and Scott Sibley of Redgate Launchface set it up to basically make it easy for dealers to buy cars. They're doing a fantastic job. App's loading soon. Very soon. I've already got my application in there. Not heard anything off them yet though. But this little Mini bought off there from a new garage in Richmond, and it's been alright, to be fair. Seems to drive alright. There's a couple of little bits I want looking at, make sure they're alright, which I haven't had a chance to do yet. And what I did have to do, because basically when you jump in it, it's a very tidy car. It's been a local lady owner, or local to Richmond, North Yorkshire. Nice affluent area. Well, compared to Darlington it is anyway. Yeah, it's got the glove box as well, look at this. Love it. Yeah, to be fair, I'll get the key and I'll show you. There we go. Starts and drives great. There's a service light for pad wear. So I will get that looked at, make sure the brake pads are okay. It's not been running a little while, so I'm glad it's started back up. Was a seatbelt light on, so I will have to test out the occupancy sensor on there. Or is that due to the fault? Let's give it a go. Yeah, look, that's stayed on, so there's something not right there. I think there's an occupancy sensor. I think if I parked my fast behind on this seat, it would fling up an airbag light, so we need to get that looked at, get the wiring sorted, whatever repair is, I can't remember. Good engine on it. I think it's had new brakes on the back actually as well, so we'll have a little look at that. But basically when I got it, the main beam didn't work, the headlights didn't work, the indicators didn't work. That was a fun drive back. And what else was it? It was windows as well. That turns out to be a FRM module, very, very common on the Minis apparently, but it is now sorted. They all work. The only thing I'm not happy with, well, I'm being picky here. They've tried to give it a clean before I came to pick it up, and they've not dried it out properly, so it stinks of mould, so I'm going to have to get that sorted. But yeah, nice little car this actually. There's even new brakes there, new discs and pads. There's a better one of the Kia as well. Nice looking car this, and obviously I've already mentioned about the BMW. Let's have a look what else we've got outside. Any keys I might be needing. There's a Kia one. I've only got one key for that one, I'm afraid. So you can see a Leon here. This one's been over to my mechanic today. Again, me thinking I know best. There's some brake pad to brake pad wear light is on. And here is a wheel bearing. There's a noisy wheel bearing on the front. So he said it doesn't need brake pads, are fine, I've just fixed the sensor. The wheel bearing, I don't think it is that, I'm not too sure. I said, we'll just go ahead with it anyway, because it does sound like it's bad from the driver's front. I gave it a good run out last night to make sure of that, and I'm pretty confident it was that. I've got him to put that on today. It seems better. There's less road noise, but I think there's still some lumpy tyres or something causing a noise. It seems to be echoing from the back now. Whereas yesterday I'm pretty confident it was the driver's front. But anyway, we're going to have to crack on with that. If we have to order some tyres, I'm going to swap them round over the weekend when I get half an hour. Swap them back to front, see if that makes a difference. It needs a good clean, a good polish. It is a pretty filthy car, but there's a lot of dents around it, so I'm going to get my local dent man on that. Grimy set of mats in there, I'll probably dispose of them. It's not the nicest car, to be honest. It's not really been loved, I don't think. It has just been serviced and MOT'd though, which it passed with no advisory, so I am happy about that. Got these funky rear door handles there. Yeah, it just needs a good clean out really. Luckily the seats are black, so we should clean up alright. It drives lovely. Like I say, I drove up to Saltburn yesterday. Did about 50 mile in it there and back. And it drives really nice. It's really good on fuel. It's been averaging, what, 50 something of a gallon. Just had a bit of a road test in it there. There you go, nice healthy sounding 1.6 TDI. That's absolutely fine. All the buttons and everything work, but it's just a filthy car. It's done 115. It's done a few miles, but it just needs some love. This all works. Sat nav. You've got your Bluetooth, I've had my phone connected. Enjoyed listening to the new Dealaway podcast actually last night. If you are a motor trader, you might want to check that out, especially one with Jamie Capel, because it was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, it just needs a bit of love. I've had that down because my dog came with us as well. But there's my fresh plates, brake pads aren't in use. I'm going to take them out actually, because they need to go back. They're fine. But yeah, this car just needs a bit of love. It's not the best. It will clean up well, I'm sure. I do want my dent man on it, get them looking a lot better as well. Everything else on it seems to drive fine, all the suspension, brakes, and that, there's no funny noises. You just want a bit of TLC, and we'll see what happens when we swap these tyres over. Front number, the 2 number plates I've got will make a massive difference. They're very weathered and delaminated. But yeah, it does drive well. Nice honest car, and I think it's only about £20 road tax, so it's a car that I think would appeal to a lot of people. It's going to be around the £2,000 mark, and all done up, I think it'll be well worth that, worth every penny. This one here was a little surprise. I once had a C-Max before, and I didn't even get as far as ballast in it, and it flew out, so I thought I'll give it a go. This thing, it was only 200 quid plus the fees at BCA, but I was risking it because it didn't have an MOT. But it looked pretty good history, and I thought, well, it's got to be worth a go, hasn't it? So it's gone in. It's needed front discs and pads and a caliper. I can't remember which one they said it was. It's finished in this lovely moon dust metallic colour, which apparently was very, very popular back in the day. I think it was, yeah, it was a rear caliper actually, yeah. But bodywork wise, it's really, really tidy. It's an 08 plate. It's done 140,000 miles. But I mean, looking at it, if you told me it had done 50k, I'd believe you. Yeah, it's had a rear caliper, but apparently the pads and discs were salvageable. I think they might have put a set of pads in it, actually. But yeah, really nice looking car. I think it'll, again, appeal to a lot of people. It's a 1.6 petrol. It's not really low tax or anything, but decent enough on fuel. Super reliable. It's had a wheel bearing on the back. There you go, I got the discs and pads just in case, but they're absolutely fine, it turns out. It's just a nice tidy car. It smells fresh. The clutch feels like it's just been replaced, and I mean that. It feels really fresh, like brand new. It's got loads of service history. It's in nice enough condition. These are often quite a grimy car, but I don't think we'll even have to wet vac these seats. It's got the sun blinds built into the back. I do like the Focus, especially this 1.6 petrol. Being a C-Max, obviously you get all your dinner trays, your underfloor storage. But yeah, it's not even going to need much of a clean, to be honest. I mean, 140,000 miles. Honestly, like I say, the clutch is, it's light as anything. It must have been just done. What a healthy sounding engine that is. I've just drove it here tonight, actually. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just goes to show you, if you look after a car, it's what you expect. It's been looked after. There's invoices. I think there's service history up to about 21. Yeah, 20. Yeah, August 21. And then here you can see it's a cam belt kit, aux belt, water pump, antifreeze in 2017 when it was 9 years old, which is good enough for me. But my mechanic tells me, he's like, no, we had to look at the timing belt. It's been done in the last year. It's like nearly brand fire new. So he's sent us some pictures of that, which is good, because I will use that as a selling point. Because, I mean, a car that's what, 1,200 quid or something? Are you really going to go as far as prepping everything, putting timing belts and that on it? Probably not, but it's definitely a bit of peace of mind for whoever buys it. But really nice looking thing. Won't need much of a clean. Leon needs a good old valet bit of TLC, swap some tyres round. The Corsa's gone back in. That's had its clutch, timing chain, it's had the works done, that car. Luckily it passed an MOT without needing any brakes, suspension or steering, but there's an oil leak they can't get rid of from the sump. So I think he's having another go at sealing that and see how that goes. It came back, but it was dripping. I actually advertised the car, you might have seen on my page, but I'm not happy with that. I couldn't sell it like that. And I mean, it was dripping oil as well. But yeah, we've got plenty to go at the moment. I don't think there's anything else in to mention. But yeah, plenty going on. Plenty of nice cars. This one is up for sale. I'm going to keep driving it, see what I think about that clutch. If I do get any trouble, it'll be straight down. Might need like a master cylinder or something. I think the plastic things wear on them, but I'll have a little look, see how it goes. I'm probably going to drive this one home tonight after I've had a good shuffle round, and then I think it's time to go out for a couple of beers. I'm going to get this jump started to move that with my top on, but you might have actually noticed it in the C-Max. There was one final thing I wanted to show you for now. I'm not going to go any further because I need to get familiar myself. But this message from the last video was from, I'll get this out of the way, definitely, Top Don. And look what they've sent me. So our friends at Top Don here have sent us a 600S, which is a mid-range diagnostic tool. I'm going to be getting more familiar with that. These are the mats for Leon, by the way. And yeah, we'll have a little play about with it, and I'll show you guys how you could benefit from one, as they are they're meant to be a really good diagnostic tool, beat some of the big names. And I was actually thinking of ordering one myself, so I'm really grateful for that. So thank you very much for that, Top Don. There we go, the mighty Top Don's got the 2.5 litre petrol started up for the first time. Fantastic these little dump starters, and they're only about 50-60 quid on eBay as well. Make sure you're getting them from the right supplier. This is not an advertisement, by the way. I'm going to get this thing spun around. I will sort it one day, but yeah. Oh, I couldn't get rid of it, could I? Almost forgot as well. I did have a subscriber inquiring about my toilet. I did get that sorted. It's had a fresh lick of paint. It's had a good clean. And yeah, as you can see, the paint's still out. I even invested in some room spray. Beautiful. And that for now is a wrap. I'm going to thank you all for watching this video again. If you do have any questions regarding my cars, about myself, what I'm doing, feel free to message my page on Facebook, LCCS Trade Cars Darlington, and I'll get back to you. I've been getting quite a few messages actually lately. I do enjoy interacting with you all. Alternatively, feel free to drop me a comment. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel as well. It's like I say, this this Top Don thing being sent to me, it's absolutely overwhelmed me. And people like Brett, I've had a few more people messaging as well, giving us a message. I've actually spoke to Brett on the phone for probably about an hour at a time. We've spoke twice now, and I mean, you'll all know once I get going I don't stop. But it's nice to speak to you all and hear that you're enjoying watching me, and if it's giving you a bit of a push, and brilliant, you know. I'm nobody's hero, I'm sure of that, but I'm really enjoying doing these videos and having some nice cars around. There's a nice little lock-up where I can go and do some work on an evening or on a weekend or on my day off. Really, really enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will catch up with you on the next video and show you my new diagnostic tool. Take care now. Bye bye.